I like it. Grimstroke, however, I think is superior overall. Does the same thing with Stroke of Fate and has better spells.
Yeah, just better abilities
Yeah.
overall and provides an ultimate that actually does stuff. Like
Yeah.
Macro Pyro, sure, it's been changed, it's better now, but it's still it's very underwhelming in comparison to a lot of ults that you see.
Elder Titan banned out. We saw Demo Boys use him yesterday. So, I mean, they didn't win, but it was good.
Interesting though, because I think this. I guess it's still flex because the Tiny and the Grim. We don't really know exactly where the Tiny's gonna go, but it's been Schofield for the most part playing that.
I think it's like 100% Schofield.
So then they've shown their 2 supports if that's the case.
Yeah, that's not the greatest opening, right? When on Boom ID you have Pango, you have Jakiro. That Pango can be mid, can be 4, can be offlane. In my opinion, the best position for that hero right now is mid, but...
Agreed. I mean, we've seen him carry too, right? I think Arteezy played it at MDL. So he's a super flexible hero that can...
Yeah, even one.
Sure, still can be left open. I want more I want combos with the Grimstroke. Give me some
Doom.
Doom. There's your Pango.
I mean, it's not banned. Why not?
It's not banned. They banned the Lycan, so they're worried. They banned Beastmaster and Lycan, so when they see the Jakiro right away, they're like, all right, they might try to push us down.
And Nyx is banned out. I mean, you could pick Doom here.
Yeah, I think Doom looks pretty good.
Is Monkey still in the pool? Yeah, he is, but...
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. If they counter the Doom on the lane, it's not the biggest of deals. Are these the classes? No, this is.
Nah,
No, the wrong one.
I think. Who it's gonna be? Yeah, it's
Doom.
That was expected, I think.
So it's most likely gonna be that position 3 Doom, Schofield on 4, Tiny and Grimstroke. I mean, this is a very usual opening. I think like this draft of Demolition Boys is very stable, and I've seen these 3 heroes get first picked so many times so far. So
we gotta remember that the problem that they're assuming, like, trying to fix is their mid to late game problem. How do you feel like these heroes transition from that laning stage to the mid to late game? Like we're looking for simple Dota, right?
Yeah.
Or straightforward rather.
They will get there.
It is pretty straightforward. Okay, Troll is a bit hard to deal with. Like Doom can't suffer a lot on that lane. You can zone him out with one support. It isn't going to be very problematic. But overall, going to late game, at least you have Doom with Devour, right? He's always going to find his items. You have Grimstroke with Stroke of Fate and also 90 gold talent. So he's going to scale no matter what happens in the laning stage. He should find his farm, and in the end you have Tiny. I think that's very important. How much luck Schofield gets with those runes as he rotates around, and how well he rotates, obviously.
What do they look to go for here? Something maybe like an OD.
Yeah, it would be alright versus the Troll, right?
They actually take the Ember themselves. I thought Boom might actually go back and take it for them because the disables can be a bit unreliable on demo. Sure, Doom is annoying, but the animation.
Yeah, you still have to use the Doom. It's not very easy to get the Ember.
There's not been a game without Ember yet today.
Super good hero, and we've been seeing like most players are doing the 1-4-1 build. We saw the last series, Monet did the 1-1-4 build, which we have not seen actually on most of the people who are playing this Ember. So
I think someone else, or it was him as well, that did it yesterday. So, or the day before. Overall, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I love the 1-4-1. It's Sleight of Fist is just amazing right now.
Just makes it so easy for you to catch. It's a lot of damage that comes out that physical. Okay, they go for the Centaur here.
Not really. Do you see the reason why? Like,
hey, does the center ult works if you're on a Rolling Thunder? Do you go extra fast?
Does it? I don't think it does.
I don't think you go extra fast.
You like roll around super fast? No?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so actually.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That would have been really fun to see.
It would actually, but I don't think.
I don't think I've ever seen I don't think I've ever seen anybody pop Stampede with a Pango, but I'd imagine it doesn't.
Starts rolling
We'll
super
find out.
fast.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Would be a very funny interaction. Or if you could search him while he's rolling. Roll out of the map. Rubik ban.
Rubik ban.
So Boom ID, they wanted with that Centaur, they wanted a means of initiation so that the Pango can sit in the backlines and try to guarantee get his ult off, because now they're versus that Doom. So now Centaur can start the chaos a little bit for them to try to successfully get those plays in.
I like the Rubik ban because it's also a hero that works so well with Centaur. You have the insta lift into stun. Is a casual old school lane as well. So overall,
There's the OD ban.
They ban the OD. That's why I thought the Demo boys might pick it in the fourth
Yeah.
pick, because you see the Troll Warlord and it's, yeah.
It's the way they deal with them. We're still assuming that the Tiny is going to be support as well, right? So on one side, we're looking for a support that is a Nyx Assassin, apparently.
That's the catch for the Ember. You know, the Flame Guard kind of catch thing is always pretty nice.
Yep. Good against Ember, especially. And here we are... I don't know, what's that Ember going to do? We've seen him safe lane twice in a row now today. But he can go mid and safe. But if you know you're going to go up against Pango, what lanes well against Pango?
well, nothing crushes him completely. You can
Yeah.
always use that swashbuckle to.
I don't think
Get some
Ember wants to be
last hits.
top. Playing Ember versus Centaur is not fun. Every
Okay.
time you walk up, you get stunned. Remember, we played that matchup a bunch
Yeah.
when we'd play versus those Embers. And
That's
it's,
true.
Yeah, you walk up, you're gonna. I'm assuming who are they gonna put up? They even put the Jakiro Centaur, and if it's an Ember top up there versus Jakiro Centaur,
Yeah, he's
that
gonna be
sounds.
sad.
He doesn't sound like he's gonna get much of anything.
So Ember mid, but Ember against Pango either? Or is that okay? I guess you're gonna get levels, and you're not gonna, or you shouldn't die.
You should be okay.
They'll be fine,
Yeah, he'll
both
be
of
fine.
them. I mean, kills can happen, obviously, but there's no real significant advantage to either side.
That's the
Alright,
last
so
pick.
safe
Versus
laner.
the Troll, Razor's pretty. I think I saw them actually had the Razor hovered over too, but Razor's okay.
It should be something with the mid game timer. I think, like for example, also like a Juggernaut or something. Oh,
Oh,
There we go.
a very long
Juggernaut.
It is the Jug.
Good call,
so
Chiefs.
good.
They don't have a great way to. They don't have heroes to get to that healing ward.
No, and they
It's
have.
gonna be a little bit tough.
We mentioned time and time again that after 20 minutes they kind of fall off. Juggernaut, that's his peak time, so at least they can continue fighting if they do happen to do well on the lanes.
It's not that super hard carry for Kotaru though. Like,
No.
usually they do pick him something like a Morph or something that scales super well later on. You can scale with Jug, but
Yeah.
you need to itemize properly in the early stages for that.
But they do have good scaling over like Ember
Overall,
and
yeah.
Jug with the Grimstroke on top too.
Overall,
pretty
I
good.
like their draft, definitely.
But do you like it more than the Boom ID draft?
Pango, Jakiro, Troll,
Centaur
Nyx
and
Assassin.
Nyx
and
Assassin.
Nyx.
I'm gonna ask you guys for who you think is gonna do better, or what we should look out for. You can choose which one you're going for. What should we look out for? Who do you think is gonna take a fog?
Oof.
I can go to Lizard first.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm just
All right,
thinking of the
let's do it.
heroes. I'm trying to remember all the lanes.
No, I think them boys can actually benefit from their draft a lot.
Okay.
I think they have heroes that are very easy to play together. You have that combination of Doom plus Grimstroke, plus you have the Tiny that's played by Schofield. That if they're gonna win any game, it's gonna be this one, in my
Okay.
opinion, because they have everything that they usually play and that they're good at. So
You agree, Fogged?
Man, I don't know. Pango has just looked like a ridiculous hero to me. That's the one thing. I
That's
true.
But there's a Grimstroke to kind of counter, so
Let me ask you this instead. We thought it was gonna be a 50-50 bloodbath match. Is it gonna be that?
yeah, I think
All
so.
right, that's all I want to see. Let's find out what's going to happen in game number 1 of this series with Odie, Pixel, and Lacoste.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, Demolition boys ready to go up against Boom. ID, we just had 2 drafts come in. Lacoste, of course, is here with me, ready to roll through this game 1 and through this best of 3. What are we looking forward to seeing in this one? Any sort of these hero picks strike out to you as going to be a bit of a hot pick for either side?
I'd say Pangolier. This hero
Let's say,
has
yeah.
been amazing so far in every single tournament
It really has.
on a mid lane. This hero just provides so much, controls the rune, can easily come back into the game as well. And I'm not a big fan of Grimstroke. If someone can make Grimstroke work, that's Doom.
Yeah.
But they have a Centaur on another team, so the primarily target is going to be a Centaur. Because if you pop a Doom on a target that's not a Centaur, he's just going to use that ulti and they're going to run away and reset.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for them to land that combo. We'll see if Demolition boys can manage to do it. I'm looking for action all across the map. You can have Schofield running around on his Tiny, ready to get those early bits of action kicked off for the side of Dem boys. But yeah, Boom certainly with these strong core picks, the Pango, the Troll as well. We've seen this hero have a lot of success recently And we sort of saw and felt in the draft, Demolition Boys getting that Jug. It was a very last-second pick. You know that they were really considering what to go for. I mean, Jug, it's definitely not a bad pick in this situation, but Jug, it always feels like that hero that's like, what do we pick? We'll go with something safe. We'll go with the Jug.
Jug is always kind of safe to lose a game with, no doubt about it. Some of the teams prioritize Juggernaut first pick. I don't think that's a first pick material. It's just that there aren't too many good position 1 heroes in the game. Most of them got banned out, and some really bad matchups. If, let's say they wanted to pick a Phantom Lancer instead, even TB.
See Schofield and Yokam having a bit of a fight here. FBZ will be able to take the bounty rune. Both teams getting the 2 for 2 on that. I'm going to give Schofield a bit of a chase down here, as Yokam will continue to go for him.
Do you think that's Michael Schofield?
Who is Michael Schofield?
You didn't watch Prison Break?
I did not.
Oh, shame on you.
No.
First season,
The only thing I know,
great.
I thought he named himself. Isn't there a gun called Schofield? I remember playing like Call of Duty. There was a Schofield. It was like some sort of a rifle. Back in World War II, I think. Was it World War II or World War I? I don't know. I'm not a gun expert. We'll have to ask Giannis about that. He's American. What we got going on here mid? Makoto versus J Mari. So Pango, would you say wins this matchup, or do you sort of just trade farm between these two?
It's pretty much going to be a trade farm.
Yeah.
Pango doesn't have a backswing when he's attacking. That's the strongest part. And once he gets that bottle up, it's so easy to play. He controls the rune. Maybe he might need a help of someone just rotating there and getting it. Also, Flame Guard really not affecting him because he just deals physical damage with his first spell.
Wait, was that? I think FBC was that FBC. I think FBC was trying to TP or to change lane, maybe, and it got cancelled by the Avalanche there on the side. Or maybe I imagined that. I don't know.
I mean, you would not.
Because you don't have a TP. I think he tried to TP out of this lane.
Maybe he tried to use a salve and Doom.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
He tried to do something, but he's stuck down. He's going to stay down here. This is going to be how the lanes will stay for now. And yeah, as expected, first few waves, even CS between the Pango and the Ember. And bottom lane Sword. It's going to have a nice big creep wave coming in underneath the tower. Should be able to get a decent amount of CS hit.
Yeah, they can pull the wave back now. They played aggressive, got the creep advantage, and now they can pull it back. 2 melee heroes against the Centaur. Always feels good to play Cent.
Top Kataro, he's struggling. Look at this guy's CS. 2 and 2 on the Jug. As Fervian and Kescu are making it possible for him to farm. I mean, what does he do at Kataro? How does this is not ideal. This Jug's getting absolutely nothing.
It's hard. They just need to keep harassing him every time he gets close. Use Whirling Axes, maybe try to use him.
Oh, and they've lost their courier as well.
Spin. Oh.
Yokam found it with a haste rune. He's out behind the tower and he gets the snipe.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, Ember Spirit got his bottle before, so it's...
Could have been worse.
Exactly. And bottom lane so far, going far. Centaur having a kind of easy lane.
He's getting farm.
Troll as well on the top lane. Not too many charges on his Retaliate.
Just the Jug at the moment that's the real sort of loser in this laning stage. He's not getting a lot at all up top.
Yeah, this feels like your average pub game, right? He's focusing more on denies than on last hitting. 6 and 3.
I mean, he is, yeah, 50% of his creeps that he's got. He's trying to just desperately get what he can.
And cute Kazu, he has Boots of Speed, so they can't really go on him.
Yeah, you can just sort of poke at them. They'll try with the Avalanche, maybe with the stun now. They're a good combo here.
Yep, I didn't see Tiny.
Hey, yeah, add a third person into that top lane, and suddenly you've got the combo required to chase him down. Yeah, Kescu didn't either. He didn't expect the Tiny to be there hiding in the trees. Catches him off guard and gets Demolition Boys that first blood. Makoto is a couple of creeps away from having the bottle himself. Well, does need it because obviously J-Mario with that faster bottle timing was able to recharge up and start to get a bit ahead of that.
Rune is spawning. Let's see. All right.
Oh, he's
Ember
lucky.
Spirit gets it. Invis. He might even try to go for a kill with it.
We'll see how he saves it. Ideally, if he can sort of hit the level 6, he might let him go for a play with that. as he can quickly drop a Remnant down, go for an invis move somewhere, and quickly get back to lane. See how J Mari holds off with the play. Makoto's got to be careful how he pokes, especially until he hits the 6.
Yeah, he has nothing that he can remove his shield with.
Yeah.
Phil looking for back toss.
Whoop. Doesn't quite find FBZ.
Deceptive
FBZ not too scared. He does have Kezcute with him. I mean, they do have to respect that combo that we saw earlier. The chase down and damage with the Blade Fury. And Avalanche into the Grimstroke stun. Now they get the toss back onto the Jakiro. Here's that combo again. Get caught out by the toss. It's an easy kill for Demo, boys.
He might not have the greatest CS in the game, but he
getting
got
kills.
2 kills.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Boom, we'll be able to find 3 of the 4 bounty runes. And we'll see them try and chase towards Scofa. They're bringing in Makoto from that middle lane. He's coming with a rotation. But unable to actually get the touch on them. In fact, Makoto's in trouble. Demo, boys. J Mari just follows him up towards the top lane, and with the Remnants down, he didn't even need to burst to them. They had enough control and damage between the rest of the team. It's a 3rd kill for Demolition, boys.
For a moment, it looked like it's going to be a rage buyback, but it wasn't, thank God.
No, he kept it cool. He kept it chill. Apologies there, top lane. They get the stun combo. Has got the healing ward out. It's not going to be enough regeneration to keep him alive. As Boom ID will get their first kill on the board. Being able to shut down the Jug, who Katara was getting more CS out of that lane. He had a slow start with the first few waves, but the extra help from his 2 supports was starting to make that lane a bit of a safer place. Yeah. Safe enough to keep him alive, though.
And Doom forced out the TP from the bottom lane. Now 2 waves are coming, so Troll's going to have a lot of fun.
Here we go again. And this combo, it's just working every single time. FBZ will get a stomp off, but one more stroke of fate perfectly lined up by Excel. They're killing them over and over up top. It's a lot of XP and a lot of involvement for the Katara Juggernaut.
Yeah, they felt like they can't do anything at the bottom lane. Tiny and the Doom, not too much kill potential. You just want to get farm on the Doom. He's gonna scale anyway because of the extra gold from Devour, so they rotate Tiny on the top lane. He also has a bottle, which means he's gonna be controlling the runes, try to play aggressive, so they need to be careful.
Yeah, they can't keep feeding kills to this Juggernaut. It's going to make Katara very scary, even though he's behind a CS, but Dreamer Cell down bottom 38-11, pretty much perfect free farm on the Troll. They're going to make another bit of an attempt onto the Jug, but Katara is able to easily walk away. Healing ward available, and with the 2 stuns already committed, there's no further catch. Scofa's actually looking for the wraparound. They could go for a toss combo again to go for the same sort of play. They get the Avalanche out. In they go. Katara with the Blade Fury, stuns out from Axel. He'll pop stick charges. Oh, the Spike Carapace comes in at the last touch, and he's actually going to be able to walk away with that one. So Yokam, they'll try and hide. Axel is hunting. He's going to find him. Has he got the damage? Yes, he has. Infused Raindrop will not save the Nyx Assassin as Axel cleans up the kill.
Nicely done. Axel, again, reading the movement really well. He knows where they are hiding. Gets solo XP from that kill, which means that his level 6 is not going to be that far away.
It really is sort of what Demolition Boys are getting in kills. Boom ID are matching in farm. Very even in net worth between both sides. J Mari going for the drums build, standard stuff that we've been seeing from members as of late, and as sort of the panel talked about, is indeed doing the 1-1-4 build, maxing the Flame Guard. Bottom lane. Sword, not quite level 6. A few more creeps and the Doom will be online, and that's when you look to kill.
I think Axel shouldn't show on the lane until Doom got level 6, and that's when they want to grab a kill, just surprise him.
They're going to have to wrap around here. Onto Axel. They're going to look to punish him, but turn with the silence onto the Troll, but it doesn't matter. The Troll's already on top of him. The stun does come out. Axel is dead. Boom ID get the kill. As you say, showing himself potentially a little too early there, and Boom ID get the kill opportunity. Up top, who's Stomp used to hold back Katara. Stop him from getting at the follow-up for Omni Slash. He is going to try. He's looking to dive. He's got the 1 charges, but won't dive any further hunting in the tree line. So Centaur able to get himself away.
This Pango needs to be more active. He's on the bottom lane right now, but they're not finding any openings. Centaur ulti was popped, so they can run away, which means that J Mari TP'd to a side, but he had a Remnant on mid, came back instantly. Not too much gold wasted.
Radiant's middle tower
Also, Nyx Assassin needs to hit that level 6. He's level 4 is going to be so much easier to play.
Yeah, they need to get him out and hunting so he can try and find this Ember Spirit, who's having the best start at the moment for Cause on Demolition Boys' side. With the Nyx Assassin, Vendetta, and Spike Carapace, they've got a lot of ways to set up and trip him up when he goes for these plays. But yeah, just continue to give Jokam this space down bottom. He's working towards the Midas Recipe Gold as well. Has to be a little careful. Sword, if he sees an opportunity, will drop a Doom down. Does have Axel by his side on the Grimstroke for that extra bit of magical to bring down heroes, but Nyx Assassin not the biggest of targets. They may just settle for it. We'll see. Sword's going to walk him, just drop an Infernal Blade down. Now they have to back off a little bit because Makoto rolling in with the Rolling Thunder. He's out on top of Axel. One more Swashbuckle will do it. They do get the Doom down onto the Pango, but he's pretty far away. J-Mari, can he get the lockdown? He can. Perfect sleight of fist into the chains. KSQ tries to help out with an Ice Path. They're still trying their best to get that Pango away, but the toss in, that'll be enough damage to kill off Makoto. Demo boys may not even be done yet. Schofield, he's chasing for KSQ, has an avalanche. Toss back up in a second, in he goes. Infernal Blade down onto KSQ, the chains as well. Onto the two of them by J-Mari. KSQ is dead without the ability to get out any of his spells. Durvian trying to chase down Schofield. Schofield cannot get away as the stun from Jokam holds him back.
Nice stun from Nyx Assassin. He was not level 6. That's a position for Nyx Assassin, who has almost Hand of Midas finished.
It's going to be some pretty tasty farm from him. I mean, with that Midas, he's going to overtake his position 3. You know, you see Centaur 3.3k. Give him a few minutes with the Midas, a couple of pops, and it's going to be as if they have a 4th core on the map.
Yeah, I like this greedy build.
He's getting away with it.
He got involved in the first couple of kills, got the last hit, and now he's just Gloves of Haste away from it. And there's a lot of uncontrollable damage on the side of them boys. So, which means that his Carapace is going to be extremely effective, and he's going to scale. With that Hand of Midas, going to get more XP, get to level 10. Now it's 90 instead of 60 GPM talent. Those items are just going to pile up on him.
And there's very little way a hero like Tiny, you know, for Schofield can keep on par with that sort of farm. He, of course, going for the Blink Rush. And then once he has that, sure, there's a lot of kill potential for him, but Jokam, he's going to have kill potential and he's going to have farm potential as the Nyx Assassin. So it's going to be a hard game for Schofield. So at the moment, they are 1k ahead on Demolition Boys. But at this pace, you can certainly expect to see the net worth lead to shift.
Pretty even game as expected. They need to get rid of this high ground ward. It's been standing there for way too long. I think that's the second ward that them boys placed.
So Jokam with his first Vendetta on the hunt. He is going to get eyes on the Ember Spirit in the jungle. They're bringing over the Pangolier as well. See if he wants to go. Maybe it's a little too deep for the Pango. Yeah, looks like he's going to look away from diving for him.
Yeah. Connect him
They hit
with
it.
the scan.
So J-Mari is going to be on full alert. And in fact, yeah, he's just sticking away from that whole scanned area. Down bottom, Ice Path and Macropire being used to set up onto Sword. TPs are coming in. Axel's going to head to his side. They've got the Soulbind. The double Doom is there, but they have to sort of back off. Even though it's a beautiful combo, they don't have to follow up, and they've just got to try their best to get out of there. Axel will split. Draw the attention of Fervian, as Fervian, a couple of hits will do it, brings down the Grimstroke. They'll also be able to chase down Sword as well with the Rolling Thunder. Does get the 3-man start off with the Centaur ability, but it's not enough. Makoto chases him down with the Swashbuckle. Boom ID find both.
A lot of slow potential from Boom ID's lineup, and Centaur ulti was not bot, which means that this Doom was not that effective. They could have chased him with Centaur ulti. No follow-up though. They needed to bring more heroes there, and this Pangolier is getting close to Maelstrom. He was not very active at the early stages, but he's going to dish out a ton of the damage.
Talking about good timings as well, you've already got the Demon Edge on the Troll. So Battle Fury is going to be hitting a good timing for Dreamer Cell. With the Battle Fury Troll, the Midas on the Nyx Assassin, the farm's certainly going to be there for Boom ID. Demolition Boys need to make sure that they keep getting these kills, keep getting the action going. Otherwise, Boom ID should be able to out-farm them this game.
And I like what Cute Kazu is maxing out. It's Ice Path 1-4-1 build with 1 point in ulti. He's just trying to force him to use spin. He's not falling for it.
Radiant's middle tower
Goes for the quick walk away. He's got good speed with the phase boots and the Asher. Jokam.
I I feel like Boom ID is not in a rush for anything.
No, not at all.
They're going to have a Hand of Midas. They're going to have Battle Fury on Troll. So they can just keep farming. And they can play with Nyx Assassin and Pangolier, plus Centaur ulti.
They've got a lot of kill potential without the need of Troll being involved. He can just focus on the farm, focus on getting that solo XP and keep the pressure on elsewhere. Top, bottom. Yokam will get caught out by the first stun. Stomp actually from the Doom's going to miss, and there's the Stampede being used to get that Nyx Assassin back to safety. They'll get themselves away from Demolition Boys, as Demolition Boys will be unable to find the kill. They can look towards that Tier 1 tower though instead. As the creep wave pushes in, they'll try to take what will be the second Tier 1 tower for them this game.
And they're drawing on a minimap where they want to play Pangolier, kind of missing the whole creep wave. I feel like they want to shift towards the mid tower after picking up those bounty runes. So it's going to be 3 for Boom ID. Pretty even game as we expected. Both of these teams kind of show the same performance.
Where's that timing? 15 minutes Battle Fury. Very good here for Dreamer Cell. The farm now truly begins. Demolition Boys, as we said, they've got to keep the pressure up high. The Omni Slash coming out onto the Pangolier's Rolling Thunder. He's been doomed as well, but he's already rolling away, so he'll be fine. He'll be safe. Gets out of there. Kezcute goes with the Ice Path onto 2. TPs are coming in. Fervian wants to join the fight. Look to turn with the axes. They'll lose the Nyx Assassin. Back deep, they actually get Kezcute as well. The Ice Path was out in time, but Koda goes for the 2-man Swashbuckle Shield Crash. Buyback from Yokam. They want to try and turn this one around. Boom. Fervian is on top of Sword, and Sword will fall. They get the Sword kill. Can they get more? FBZ. Who stomp onto Katara. He's got the phase boots and Yashi to run away. Yokam will have Vendetta back up in a few seconds, but already Demolition Boys on the retreat.
The problem is Nyx Assassin got killed before the fight started, so he couldn't use any of the spells. He bought back, which means that he didn't do anything, didn't get any levels from it. And I mean, that's the downside of the build that he went for. He doesn't have any kind of survivability, but he's gonna scale.
Oh, he really is. Level 7, Midas ready to pop again. Makoto going, of course, for the Greaves after the Maelstrom. Give his team that extra little burst heal and sustainability against the initiation of Demolition Boys lineup. Bots and drums done on J Mari, looking for Maelstrom next. Yokam's already on the hunt in the jungle. They have started to lay down sentries though, so Yokam has to be a little careful. So they'll see him coming up. They look to go on him. The Avalanche, Chains as well, holding him down during the Spike Carapace, the dust. Axel able to clip him from the side with that dust, and now provide the vision required for J Mari to chase him down and get the free kill.
Nicely done, but Boom ID, once Troll gets his next item, they should start playing more aggressive. They want to use that farm on Troll.
Yeah, he's hitting all the timings so far. That's 11-7. Setting up around the Tier 1 tower mid. Schofield, he's going to see if he can get a toss back on him. He's going to have eyes on Kezcute.
He doesn't have enough damage to solo kill him.
He needs to get him back towards J Mari. J Mari heads across. Oh, and they'll find him. Setups there for the Stroke of Fate from Axel to come in and help them find the kill. More money and glory for J Mari. And bottom lane, Demolition Boys, they've got the wave in a good position to push for a Tier 2 tower. J Mari's going to continue the pressure on his own in the middle lane. They're going to look to try and catch him out with jump, blink reveal from FBZ. But the Remnants there aren't ready. They just Remnant away. J Mari is away from the combo. And space is there. They're getting the Tier 2 tower down bottom. Fervian's going to try his best with the split push up on the Tier 1, but Schofield, he's in with a blink. Toss back onto the Troll. He's stuck underneath the tower. Will pop the ult. Nearly finds Axel. Axel's able to get away. He's bottled up as well to keep Axel safe. Schofield will fall to the range. In fact, Axel comes back in range. So Fervian will die, but he brings down 2 heroes with it. Getting that ult off in time. An unfortunate position there for Schofield and Axel as they stand a little too close to his ranged axes.
Not the best execution there. I think they could have just run away. They were a bit too greedy. They also lost the bottom Tier 2 tower, not the most important tower in the game. But I can't believe that no one has playing top part of the map for such a long time. I feel like Boom ID should have taken this Tier 1 tower on top way before 19-minute mark.
Well, it certainly has been a sort of ignored area of the map. Taro, his build, so the Manta Diffusal.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to say, that he comes online faster than Battle Fury Troll, so that's where the advantage comes from.
It's Yokam, despite Carapace to proc the Scorched Earth damage in response onto the Doom. Sword's pretty tanky. Does have the ult available if he wants to drop it down. He'll save it for now. They've got the Omni Slash bouncing around the two of them. Yokam gets himself far enough away from FBZ as FBZ tanks the majority of the Omni Slash. Silence out onto the Nyx Assassin. They'll get one. They may be able to get Kescu as well as Kescu drops down the Macropire, but Demolition Boys, they'll surround him. Makoto with the Rolling Thunder looking for Schofield. One more swashbuckle of the range access from Fervian will kill him, but they've lost two on Boom ID. The Doom comes down for the Sword. That's going to be the Troll down as well. Double kill for J Murray, and they're not done yet. Rhythm them forward onto Makoto. Can he get away with the swashbuckle? He will be able to jump down to the low ground, but the Sleight of Fist changes there. He has the shield crash, and they don't have any way to chase him off the cliff, so he will get away. But Demolition Boys getting 3 kills, getting a tier 1 tower. And now the response play from FBZ comes in, jumps in with a Who Stomp. Will be able to find the kill on Jay Murray. He pulls the Stampede, but he's been rooted, held in position. Can he run away? He's still got a bit of time left with the speed, but he's ticking down low. It's too low though for FBZ. He'll fall. Makoto, and they get X out. They've got the Ice Path in time. They will get 2 kills of Demolition Boys lineup.
These fights are lasting for so long as expected. I don't feel this Nyx Assassin is doing pretty much anything in the fights. He tried to set up a gank on Doom, but too much region coming out from Doom with healing ward.
This is what 3 heroes going on him, and Sword's just gonna walk it off by looks. If he even turns to try and get a hit, and he's got the backup of Schofield, jumps forward with the combo onto Makoto. Makoto has to roll away. Or at least have tried it. Yeah, Sword, they can't kill him. There's 3 heroes dropping pretty much their entire arsenal upon him, and he only gets brought down to half HP.
That's a full Crimson Guard plus Vlad on that Doom, plus a phase boots, and he also had a healing ward behind him in that fight, which means that he's not gonna die. The problem is they don't have a hero to kill the healing ward with. Like, Pango can swashbuckle in, but he's gonna be in a bad position, and Nyx Assassin does not want to reveal himself from hitting from Vendetta.
Yeah, yeah. As long as the micro's there from the Jug, he's got the potential to just provide so much sustain for his team as a whole in these sort of long, drawn-out, chaotic fights. As Fervian does continue on good pace with the items. Got the Yasha's got the money for the Ogre Club towards the S&Y. Fulgreave's also done on the Pangolier, so they are getting their tools together, Boom ID. But Demolition Boys, as we can see, 4K lead. They're playing the pace perfectly, and as they need to, against this lineup, punishing the Midas and Battle Fury purchases, they have to keep the tempo high. With the defusal complete on the Jug, they can certainly keep on doing that.
If them boys can get a pick-off or 2, maybe try to bait a spell from a Centaur, that's the most important spell on Boom ID right now. They can easily go into the Roche pit. They have Lads, they have a healing ward. Roche is going to go down so quickly.
And they're going to find the Nyx Assassin. Yokam was trying to scout out. The sentry was down, and they were prepared, Demolition Boys.
It doesn't matter that much. He's just scouting out for info, so his cores can play more aggressive and get more farm, because they feel like they can't fight right now.
Makoto, Diffusal Blade next on the menu for him, so trying to amp up that damage in combination with the Maelstrom. Bottom lane, Jay Murray, very close to having the BKB done, so building safe and making sure that he can reliably get into the front line of the fights and not be worried about being bursted down by this combo, which is mainly magical. Only the Troll and the Pango that offer that fair bit of physical punch.
Yeah, good item choice. BKB against Nyx Assassin.
Play it safe. It's Fervian, Haley level 18. It's still a very big Troll. It's a very big Pango.
Well, Nyx Assassin just is getting a lot of gold now. Hand of Midas, GPM talent. We saw in the previous series how deadly Nyx Assassin can be. Even though they lost the game, he made him work for it.
Yeah, it's just such an annoying hero to push high ground against, especially if he does go and get the Aghanims this game.
Again, there's no vision on top side of the map from Boom ID.
There's not. They have just the one observer ward on their half of the map by the Roche pit. That's the only vision they have out at the moment. I mean, they've done a good job with Demolition Boys of controlling their jungle. So we've got about 4 sentries down on their half of the map, making sure it's very hard for Yokam to make aggressive moves on the top half. And they're keeping that jungle safe for themselves to farm without any chance of Boom ID getting a look into it. And to dodge here, Aikataro, he's got the Diffusal Blade, which drains pretty much the entirety of FBC's mana pool. Does not get the chance to find an Omni Slash onto him, though. as FPC will be able to walk out of there.
Oh, double damage. They might go into Roche Pit because
it's
they
gotta be
know that
tempting.
Centaur doesn't have mana.
Yeah.
He needs to go heal.
And look at this, where they're still using what the Mantra Illusions. It was scouting them out. He sent them up towards the Ancients, so he saw the Centaur around there. Does have the Shrine. So FPC will now have the mana required if they want to try and fight down bottom. Yokam is having a bit of a 1v1 with Schofield. Schofield is going to bring backup though. Jaimari's in with the chains, holding Yokam down. Another death on the Nyx Assassin. Back towards the pit. Macropire's laid down. Katara has the healing ward, counteracting the majority of that damage over time. Soulbind onto the two of them. It will now wear off. He's going to jump in with the Omni Slash, bouncing down to the Roshan and back to FPC. Jaimari's there with the Sleight of Fist to finish off the kill. This is a double kill for the Ember Spirit. Katara's back in the pit, trying to finish off this Roche with the DD. Boom ID there. They're going to have to try and contest with just 4 heroes. It's so hard for Boom ID to get into this pit now. Demo Boys, as you say, Katara's just got to focus on finishing this. Doesn't need to feel too scared. Can rely on the rest of the team to keep them off. And again, the damage. Yokam just melts. Fermin, he'll pop the ult off. The Doom is down onto him, though. He's being separated from the rest of his team as Jaimari pulls him away from the backup. Toss across onto Mikoto so they can get more out of this. Katara gets the space and time to get the Roshan kill and the Aegis on the Juggernaut. Kezq's trying to chase down Schofield, but Schofield's got a blink available. Schofield actually jumps aggressively back in. He wants to get the combo off. He gets the avalanche out. Toss as well. He will die. And will he have set up for any sort of action? It doesn't look like he will. So a bit of a play in vain there from Schofield. Doesn't really do too much for the team. But still, overall, great stuff for Demolition Boys. Getting this Roshan and now continuing to look to fight. Diffusal Blade charged. Oh, not the charge. It's infinite nowadays, but tries to slow him. Sampede's there to cancel it.
There are still 2 top runes to be picked up. And,
there are.
If they pick it, it's going to be 4 for them. I can't believe they actually try to fight into Roche Pit without the Centaur. And the Juggernaut just had to finish the Roche there.
This Jug is looking terrifying. It just feels like, despite this Pango and Troll having good farm, they're not able to do that much in the fights. The way that Demolition Boys are executing the team play, it makes them look a lot further ahead than they were. I mean, now they are far ahead because they've won that team fight. They take the Roshan kill. They're 7k ahead now, Demolition Boys. It's looking pretty scary. Schofield's been able to treat himself to a full Yules on top of the blink.
He needs a dust. They saw Nyx Assassin here, but they did not want to engage. They were trying to bait. Saw him with the Sentry Ward. Troll is going to need so many items.
I mean, he's queuing up with the Satanic first before the BKB, but surely does he not need to get the BKB ASAP in this game, or can he go without it a little longer?
I feel like he needs a BKB so he can fight. There's a lot of magical damage on side of them boys, and he needs to get rid of the Searing Chains. Tiny as well. They're like they can just keep him in place.
Yeah. Space for Demolition Boys. Katara. He'll take the tier 2 tower top, very close to having Skadi done. As well as this Jug just continues to grow and continues to farm at the same pace as a Troll who had a very good timing on the Battle Fury. It doesn't matter. Demolition Boys have been playing so aggressively that they've been matching the farm with the kills. Now they're pressuring a tier 3 tower on the top lane. FPC will jump forward, draw the creeps away from the tower. Taro being a little careful, but he's got the healing ward. He's going to stand his ground up there at the top. He's also got the Aegis to fall back on, and he's got a full team behind him ready to fight. If it kicks off, there's the kicking off of it. Jump forward onto Chikiro. He's gone and out for down for 40 seconds. You have to buy back straight away. They need him for this defense. Stuns out onto the Juggernaut. Swashbuckle as well. The Diffusal Blade will burn the mana of Kataro. But he's still got that second life. Silence out onto the Centaur Warrunner. At the same time, Fervian's trying for the split push. He's going for the tier 2 tower bot, but the Reacts up top, they're in trouble potentially. Rolling Thunder being toyed with by Mikoto. He's not going to commit with it yet. Demolition Boys will retreat for now. They're going to address the fact that Fervian is pushing out alone. Jaimari kiting him out as the Ember Spirit does get rooted there. Has to put the BKB to get out of there. Yule Scepter from Schofield. Schofield's got the Avalanche to follow up. Jaimari still with the BKB timing. Can they actually chase this? Mikoto rolling in. He's on top of Schofield. He's trying to find the Ember. The Ember is already out of there. TP out from Fervian. He will manage to escape back in the river. Jokam, he does actually find the Ember, but Ember's still got spells to play around with. The Glimmer Cape hold on him. Jaimari, he's actually going to turn with Searing Chains and the Sleight of Fist. They'll cut down Yokam. The backup's there from the Grimstroke to get that kill. And Sword, he's still chasing. He's going to have Blink back up in a second. Jumps forward.
He's going to find him.
The stun, the Doom. Has he got more backup on his way? He has. The Jug's heading down here. In fact, he doesn't even need the Jug with Infernal Blade and the Scorched Earth. This Pango is well and truly screwed as Demolition Boys And they're not even
Tiny's
done yet.
in.
Schofield, he sees opportunity for another, jumps into the base, gets Kescu.
They're falling apart. I really don't see them coming back into this game unless they pull off some good Pango ulti in a clutch position. They still have Aegis. Healing Ward is up and running, which means everyone's going to be full HP. Now they have a save item on a Grimstroke.
They're just playing so fast. They can't keep up with it, Boom ID.
That's a full Mjolnir.
Full Mjolnir. He says, screw the Skadi. Get that Mjolnir online. Jump forward against Schofield with the toss onto Yokam. He gets the spike carapace up. Fervian's going to look to move in with the Yule Scepter from Schofield. Send him up in the air. The Searing Chains to follow up. They'll get the silence upon him. Does pop the Satanic. He's trying his best to lifesteal in. FBZ jumps in with the two-man stun. Yokam lines up the stun to follow up. They get the root out. They're doing a lot of damage, but the Omni Slash is out in time. They couldn't kill the Jug quick enough as Kataro survives 4 dead on Boom ID.
He has no buybacks.
GG's being said in Allied chat. But I imagine it's going to come out in all chats. That one doesn't count. They're saying it to the teammates. They're breaking apart. They're crumbling. As the mid-recs are going down. They won't say it in all chat. They're still going to hold on.
Aegis. Oh, what a timing on that Aegis. He burned the mana on him and canceled the
It's a big kill
region.
if they can find it. They've got the Glimmer Cape. They're trying to get him away. Kataro, he's got to be careful. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Makoto rolling. He's got him. He gets the Jug. Jaimari getting the kill, Remnants away. Makoto looks for the shield crash onto Sword. Sword's out of mana. Kescu with the control, the Ice Path out upon him. He's very tanky on the Doom. Is he going to get any help from the teammates? He's not. Hands off the keyboard. This boy knows he's dead. A Sword will fall.
Three good kills.
It was. It's a good job that GG well played didn't come out in the old chat.
So they managed to take only melee racks on a mid lane. Not as much as I expected them. Maybe a bit too greedy. That's what you see from these teams. They tend to overextend.
They love the chaos. They'll always chase for the kills. And it sometimes can hurt them. There we have a little bit of a knockback. You know, Boom ID, they'll take that. Some big kills. Sure, they lost the melee racks, but they've had a fair few rough situations. At least this one has a bit of a silver lining for them.
Yeah, I feel like they need Spirit Vessel. As well, we saw Tiny's are the ones who's getting it in these kind of situations where you need to cancel the healing. Troll has Satanic and his ulti, plus also there's Guardian Greaves on Boom ID. You want to stop that region.
Yeah. Oh, FBZ. He's going for this. There's a Schofield there to help out Axel. Axel pops the Soulbind down. He cannot get himself out of the reaches of the Troll. The two-man Yules there holding back FBZ and Kescu, buying time for the TP to come in. The Doom's down in just in time before the Soulbind ended, so he does get the double Doom out. Makoto rolling around. That looks to get on top of the Sword. Fervian's in, gets held back by the stun. Makoto jumps forward the Rolling Thunder. Fervian, he gets the ult off. Kataro, he's in trouble. Only slashes there in a second, but he's out of mana. Kataro is dead. They get the kill.
Center ulti, they're chasing.
They're trying to find Jaimari as well. Jaimari gets the BKB. He pops it, keeps himself at a distance, turn around with the stun, but there's FBZ, jumps in onto Schofield. 3 dead suddenly on Demolition, boys.
And they got the gem.
They've got the creep wave as well. They can push on.
This is what we expected from this game, right? That from one side to another, these teams, they love to throw the games. Suddenly, 5k gold lead for them boys. Not sure that matters anymore at this point.
I mean, it's suddenly, they're the ones that now in response, they're losing their tier 3 champion and they're potentially racked. Oh, a couple of minutes ago, they got a rack. They were like at a 12k lead. It's slipping away. Jump forward. But Sword gets caught out by the stun. They do have the stun from Axel. Stroke and fade out to Fervian. Fervian's pretty low, but he's got the Satanic pop. Moves in onto the Doom. Glimmer Cape there, as well as the Force. They try to get Sword out of there, but they have the detection. Sword will fall. Dead for a minute. No buyback available on the Doom. Soulbind is down, but there's no follow-up to capitalize on it to it. Boom can move to another lane. Fervian tried to head towards bottom. Chains holds him in place. Schofield's going to TP him, but straight away. The stun. Schofield out of the game. No buyback on the Tiny.
That's going to be 2 sides for sure.
It's got to be at
Jug
least.
is out in 8 seconds. They're going to pop the glyph, but they're kind of low on region. They still have Guardian Greaves ready to pop. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Jaimari is going to try for this. BKB committed. It's on top of the Pangolier. Pangalier's rooted. Makoto, can he get out of there with a swashbuckle? He can buy some sort of space. He does have a Rolling Thunder. He'll try and get it out, and he will. The Ember has to keep his distance. Katara's looking to lead forward. Does have Omni Slash available. Boom have to respect that, and they will. They'll back off. As Demo boys come in with the defense, they'll play it safe for now. They'll take the shrines, go for the easy objectives. No need to push it further. They know that they have just regained great control of the game. Fervian with a completed BKB on top of the Satanic.
Yeah, and Roche could be spawning soon. So this means that if them boys don't contest it, it's going to be Cheese and Aegis for Boom ID. They managed to come back into this game, and now they're in the lead.
See what Jaimara is going to do with his build as well. He's got a second Maelstrom queued up. I can only imagine he's not going to buy a second Maelstrom, so we'll see what he gets. I mean, anything that you feel could be the temptation for this Ember Spirit? Do you want to see some more damage? Does he need to get something else defensive?
I feel like he should get damage.
Yeah.
Straight, dataless, or if they feel like they're losing the game, risk it, get that Divine Rapier.
Get the We'll see what he wants to do. He's got that money at the moment. He's got a lot of options, Jaimara. We'll see what he fancies. 5k gold just being held on to her by him at the moment. I mean, he will want to spend it before the next fight kicks off. And that next fight could mean it all, as you say. This Roshan could be the be-all, end-all for both of the teams here. As Fervian, final slot, will be looking towards the Daedalus for himself. As he is absolutely ginormous. There's Jaimari. He jumps in with the stun. FBC absolutely perfect, but can they kill him in time? They're going to become the force. Jaimari gets the time to run away. Schofield gets left behind the tiny. Cut down Mikoto up to the high ground with the Rolling Thunder. He's on top of the Grimstroke. Grimstroke is dead. Demolition boys, they've lost two. Mikoto's going to see if he can hunt for more. Mikoto's trying for it. But this is a huge window and a perfect Roshan respawn time for Boom ID.
Good game, good game.
Good game, good game. Last time he spammed it was when the turnaround began. Fervian's worked out the magic, the magic chat wheel.
They know they're doing Roche, but there's nothing they can do about it. All they needed was Pango to roll in. They got one pick off, and then Pango ulti onto 2-3 man, and suddenly this game just turned the tide.
Can Demolition boys pull together a similar defense as Boom ID could earlier this game? They're going to be tested. Money's going to be spent by the Ember, goes for the Octarine. So reducing those cooldowns. And will allow him to dance a little more frequently around the fights.
I feel like he needed to go for damage, because if this fight is not going their way, they don't have buybacks, the game's just going to end.
I think, you could have definitely considered a Rapier. We'll see what the Octarine does for him. Maybe that little bit of lifesteal will keep him alive. There's now Schofield. Does get the toss back onto Fervian. Fervian's going to be the focus. He gets the ult off in time. Blade Fury being used by Katara to keep the distance. Healing wards down as well. Already though, Sword, he jumps straight into the midst of it all. He gets the Doom down onto the Pangolier. Jaimara with the sliding fist and chains out onto two. Jakira's out of mana. Back in the base. Fervian popped the BKB. He's on top of the jump. Katara, he's got to get himself away from this. The slow from the axis. Katara, he's running. He's balled up. Katara will survive. Fervian's BKB about to wear off. Does still have the Aegis to rely on. Buyback has come out from Kescu as he's trying to get himself back over to help the team with this push. They want to go all in with these fruits of the Roshan that they are holding at the moment. It's Fervian. The chains out onto it, jump forward, Sword gets the stun onto two, the toss combo onto Fervian, they'll kill him once. Pango's got to be careful, run them forward, Jaimari's going to cut down the Pango. Dead for 90 seconds, can they go for Fervian a second time? There's the Omni Slash, Katara Hayama gets the kill, looks towards Yokam, Yokam separated from the team, they'll find him in the trees, Yule's up to hold him in place, surrounding him, Demo boys will get another.
Man, what a game. We expected, they delivered. Even with the Roche, Cheese and Aegis, they still couldn't take the side, not even tier 3 tower.
They couldn't do it, and also Mikoto brought back in that, and he wasn't able to get over there. So another game for Demolition boys. They forced out a Pango buyback without having to do anything.
Pango buyback is huge. It doesn't matter too much on Jakiro, but if they grab a kill on him, it's gonna be tough.
Oh yeah,
man. These games are so hard to predict what's gonna happen.
You really don't know what's gonna go on. I mean, you can see it here, up and down the net worth, up and down on the XP, and up and down on the win probability. Gaben hasn't got a clue. He's confused. He doesn't know what to expect from these two teams. And with just less than a 1k difference, there's still no telling which way this game will go. So now the push back in. Demo boys, ready to strike back. FBZ goes for the stun. Comes to try and follow up. Get held in place by the chain. Sword's going to jump forward. Going to be used up in the air for now. BKB popped by Sword, Infernal Blade laid down onto Yokam. That's going to be a dead Nyx Assassin. He does have buyback available. Troll really doesn't want to buy back. He has got it, but he's back in 10 seconds. They've got to try and push them away with the melee racks. Jaimari puts the BKB, chains onto the Pango. They're out of there. So Boom ID will be able to push them back without having to expend the buyback on Troll.
And they smoked. They have
might
a
go for
high
a fake
ground
back.
vision. They want to fight right now. Doom is ready. Jug ulti should be ready soon.
You see FBZ playing it safe there as well. He blinks up. As soon as he sees a Remnant, he's like, nope, I ain't doing it. I ain't going up there. As he knows there's every eventuality that Demolition Boys will be ready to collapse back on top of him.
They need that two-man Doom. Centaur plus one.
They've got to hit the combo.
Ideally, it would be Troll plus a Centaur, but I don't think they're going to stick together.
Demo Boys. Boom ID's heading their way. Demo Boys do smoke.
Another smoke.
They're going to go for the ice path onto Schofield. Jump forward. They're focusing everything onto the Tiny. Can sort an accent find the combo. The Omni Session's already out. 12 points down as well. Looking to get the Jakiro and the Centaur. Jaimara in the front lines with the BKB. The Doom. The double Doom is down onto the Jakiro and onto that big one. The Centaur. They've got him. They'll surround him. He cannot escape. Stroke of Fate and Avalanche down upon him. He buys back immediately. Fervian needs help and he needs it now. Pops the BKB and the Battle Trance. He'll turn towards the Doom. Doom's going to be able to blink away in time. Schofield will be the one to lose his life. As the gem hits the deck, Boom ID will be able to claim that. Mikoto, FBZ, they'll catch out the Grimstroke as well, getting the two supports. But again, they are having to use these buybacks.
OD, what's going on in this game? It's so
insane.
back and forth.
It's so back and forth. Who is going to take it? And this is only game one. Who knows what's going to happen as the series evolves between these two teams. Both teams absolutely playing as if everything's on the line, and it is. This is the last series for one of these teams. They've got to step it up to the max. And they certainly are.
Troll is so hard to take down. I feel like they could have used that Spirit Vessel instead of Yule Scepter on Tiny. I think that would have worked way, way better.
See Kataro to get the butterfly done, but in response, Fervian, he's going to have the MKB pretty much out there. Aghanims is getting very close for the Centaur. And when he has the money, of course, he'll almost certainly just go full in for the purchase, as his buyback is on cooldown. No need to hold on to money for him. See 20 here on the Grimstroke. He's got that extra cast range toward the Stroke of Fate. And already, Excel's been hitting some beautiful lines with it. Basher grab by Mikoto. It's going to help out through the BKBs, through the Blade Fury as well. Extra bit of control against Demo Boys' cause. You can only imagine at this point, some of the BKB charges probably beginning to run a little low with the frequency of these fights. Joe Murray, yeah, it's down to 5 seconds on the Ember Spirit.
He's level 25. Juggernaut is getting close to 25 as well. Doom, nice pickup. That's going to be Heaven's Halberd, extremely effective against Troll Warlord, considering that his BKB is low right now.
See what the call here is from Demo Boys. Halberd on sword to help deal with the Troll. Ideally, if they can get it down.
Another smoke. They just popped 3 smokes in less than 3 minutes.
Let's see if he can find that target. Can get it down on the Troll. I mean, obviously the potential for the double plays as well. They've got good control, Demolition Boys, but that is if they get the jump. We've seen them do it a few times this game, the Soulbind Doom combo. They have been finding the chance to do so. They are also potentially going to find some action here. Smoke around. Yokam's going to be in the front lines. He's going to be the one to dispel the smoke. Schofield.
Quick fingers.
Very, very quick reaction there from Yokam to get out of harm's way. Now they know that things are happening. In fact, they're going to jump forward and try and get this fight going. FBZ pops the Stampede. There's the Soulbind locking down both the Pango and the Centaur. The Doom is out onto Troll, but not before he got the BKB off. As he's going to try and fight through it, Fervin. No, he can't though. The Omni Slash comes in from Katara. The damage is there. Troll getting straight back into the game, but the Nyx Assassin is dead and he does not have the ability to buy back. They'll turn now towards the Pangolier. Mikoto jumps with the shield crash. FBZ back in. They've got the stun onto Sword. Sword keeps the distance. Katara gets the healing ward out. Micros it behind the trees. The swashbuckle from Mikoto not enough to kill off the Juggernaut. Fervin has to be careful. They've lost Jakiro. They're fighting 3 versus 5. Sword, he's in. Infernal Blade down onto Fervin. Fervin's surrounded. Mikoto's trying to get the Rolling Thunder out. FBZ back in with a Who Stop. Can he get the Rolling Thunder off in time? The Rev that jumps forward onto Fervin. Fervin pops the cheese. Back up to half health. He's still alive throughout it all, but they've lost the Pango. Fervin left alone. He'll die as well on the Troll. 4 dead. GG is called. And Demolition Boys will be able to secure this Game 1 victory.
Man, what a game. I like how Doom, in the end, didn't hesitate. He actually doomed the Troll instead of the 2 targets who were soul-binded.
Yeah, some great play from Sword. I mean, his itemization as well at the start, we saw him just become unkillable for a large portion of the games. And yeah, showing us. I mean, as you said in the draft, Grimstroke, this isn't a hero that you normally like to see, but if you get it with a Doom and a good Doom player at that, it still looks pretty damn broken.
Yeah, their items came online way faster, and they always had the advantage because he didn't itemize for the Battle Fury. Instead, he went for Manta style, Diffusal Blade. It was extremely effective.
Smart.
They were
Yeah.
focusing the right targets. Most of the time, just use it on a Centaur before he can pop that ulti so they can't run away.
Oh, what a game one for both of these teams. And who knows how the rest of the series is going to go. I mean, if you're either of those teams looking back already and discussing, as we can see now from that game one, anything you can imagine that you'll want to be changing up in game two? I mean, if you are Boom ID, is there anything particular you felt that didn't work out for them, like draft-wise, itemization-wise? Was there anything you really want to take away from Demolition Boys going into game two?
Nah, this is what I wanted to see, and this is what we got.
Yeah.
There are some mistakes that were made, but highly entertaining Dota.
Yeah, there was. I mean, especially you got to imagine the teams in sort of this situation. Just you've got to make so many decisions so quickly in this sort of high chaotic action. But there we have it. Game one going to the side of Demolition Boys. We'll see if Boom ID can bring it back to them in game